Hey everyone, welcome back to another edition of Today in the NA. I'm Brandon Hofstra. This past week has been a thrilling one for many reasons in and outside of the North American Hockey League. We'll talk about the current and former NAHL players being honored with monthly awards, go over some weekend matchups, and touch on an emotional win this past Sunday. But before all that, and as always, let's get to the latest NCAA commitments. Bismarck Bobcats defenseman and captain Luke Roloffs has committed to play NCAA Division I hockey for Bemidji State University. The future Beaver is playing in his third season with the Bobcats, recording a total of 34 points through 129 games. The Minnesota native has recorded 5 points so far this season. Roloffs and his Bobcats squad will face off this weekend against the Austin Bruins. Chippewa Steel goaltender A.J. White announced his commitment to the University of St. Thomas yesterday. The Pennsylvania native is playing in his first season with the Steel and his first season of junior hockey, achieving a 5-3 record throughout his first 8 games played. White has recorded a 2.25 goals against average and a .922 save percentage throughout those games for a Chippewa squad looking to fight their way back to the top of the Midwest Division. Congrats again to Luke and AJ on making those commitments. The Maine Nordiques stepped onto the ice for the first time since the tragic events took place last week in the Lewiston-Auburn area. The Nordiques faced off against the Philadelphia Rebels this past Sunday and played inspired hockey, erasing a 3-0 deficit as they scored the final 5 unanswered goals of the game to beat the Rebels on the road 5-3. This weekend, the Nordiques have a 3-game set against the New Hampshire Mountain Kings, including last night's contest at the Coliseum. With the month of October in the books, the North American Hockey League has announced the 3 players of the month for the month of October. Forward Brock James of the Lone Star Brahma takes home the Forward of the Month honors. Throughout the month, James played in 8 games where he recorded 5 goals and 9 assists. The University of Maine commit had 4 multi-point games, including a 4-point night on the 21st against the Shreveport Mudbugs. James has played a clinical role in the Brahma's success as they sit atop of the South Division standings. The October Defenseman of the Month honor was given to Janesville Jets' Connor Brown. The Maplewood, Minnesota native appeared in 7 games during the month of October and led all NAHL defenders with 10 points. Brown currently leads the NAHL in scoring for all defensemen during the regular season with 20 points in 16 games played. Connor and the Jets will face off next weekend against the division-leading Minnesota Wilderness. Finally, El Paso Rhinos goalie Cale DePape took home the honors of the True Hockey Goaltender of the Month. The native of Yorkton, Saskatchewan appeared in 6 games during the month of October and recorded a 4-1-1 record. DePape posted 2 shutouts during the month and allowed just 6 goals in regulation throughout those 6 games, bringing his stat line to a .960 goal against average and a .960 save percentage. The second-year NAHLer is the backstop of the second-place Rhinos and will be put to the test this weekend against the first-place Brahmas. A round of applause again to those guys earning the October monthly honors here in the NAHL. And similar to the NAHL, the NCAA Conference has announced their monthly awards, and a lot of NAHL alumni are present on those lists. Let's highlight a few of those guys. Former Austin Bruin and current Bemidji State Beaver Kyle Luft was awarded the CCHA Defenseman of the Month on Wednesday. Luft contributed 15 block shots on the back end and tallied 2 goals and 3 assists in his 6 appearances throughout October. His 5 points placed him 3rd for defense in the conference, and 3 of those points came on October 21st against the nationally ranked Minnesota Duluth Bulldogs. University of St. Thomas netminder and former Aberdeen wing Jake Seibel picked up the honor of the October CCHA Goaltender of the Month. Seibel led all conference netminders with a 1.36 goal against average and was second with a .941 save percentage in 3 starts during the month. Nationally, he ranks 6th in goals against average and 10th in save percentage. 2 former Lone Star Brahmas took home conference monthly awards as well. Lake Superior State forward Jared Westcott picked up both the CCHA Forward of the Week and Month on Monday and Wednesday, leading the conference in plus-minus and recording 5 goals and 3 assists for 8 points in 6 games. A fellow Lone Star alum, Ludwig Pearson, secured the NCHC Goalie of the Month for the University of North Dakota, backstopping UND to a 4-1-1 record while starting all 6 games this month. Pearson leads the NCHC with a .33 save percentage while ranking 2nd with a 1.65 goals against average. In addition to those we highlighted, Chase Davis, Benny Halas, Eric Polkamp, Gabriel Seeger, Ian Shane, Max Scott, and Henry Welsh also took home weekly awards in their respective conferences. Moving right along, let's take a look at some matchups where teams and players can kick off the month of November on the right foot. We begin in the South Division as division-leading Brahmas head west to play the second-place El Paso Rhinos. The Rhinos head into tonight's matchup after splitting the previous two-weekend series, while the visitors look to add to their four-game road win streak. A matchup that shouldn't be missed will be Lone Stars Brock James and El Paso's Kale DePape, as they were just honored as the NAHL Stars of the Month. Heading north, we run into a cross-divisional home-and-home matchup between the Minnesota Wilderness and the St. Cloud Norsemen. Both squads enter Friday and Saturday, sitting in playoff positions in their respective divisions, but are playing in polar opposite forms. The Friday night hosts, Norsemen, head into the matchup with 4 straight losses, with 3 of those coming in shootout fashion. Conversely, the Wilderness can't be beaten currently as they ride a 10-game win streak. Finally, we look eastward as the 4th-place Rochester Junior Americans load up the bus to take on the division-leading Maryland Black Bears. The Junior Americans will look to bring last weekend's success with them on the road as they swept the second-place Northeast Generals. Maryland will look to not only defend home ice, but also their 4-game winning streak. The matchup is drawing up to be a battle as the two clubs split their last series, playing against each other in late September. It's beginning to look a lot like an ugly Christmas. The 2023 NAHL, NA3HL, and NAPHL Ugly Sweaters are back. These limited edition NAHL Ugly Sweatshirts have 3 exciting options for you to choose from, including the NAHL, the NA3HL, and the NAPHL. The last day to purchase your Ugly Sweater is December 7th. All purchases will ship the week of December 11th, and all sales are final. Sizes and quantities are limited. To order, head to any NAHL League website and click on the Ugly Christmas Sweater sale button. A lot of games on tap this weekend. You do not want to miss any of the action. You can stream all the games live this weekend and all season long on NAHL TV. You can follow along on our Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram as well. Thanks again for tuning in to this episode of Today in the NA. I'm Brandon Hofstra. We'll catch you next time.